Viren Shah is with me in the studio. He's Vice Chairman, Confederation of All India Traders and Retail Associations. He's had strong views on the story. You filed an RTI on something like this in Maharashtra. You think it's an all India phenomenon?
Absolutely. I think, these MLA, MPs, including ministers, they all here to squeeze our taxpayers' money either through Colgate or through the salary hike or through this kind of study tour. What happens in the last 10 years, they wanted to make Mumbai into Shanghai. And just recently, some of the BMC, mayor of Mumbai and also opposition leader, they went to Singapore to study about how Mumbai's traffic and all these roads and something like that. And look at the road of Mumbai. It's completely on a pathetic...
Viren has strong views on this. Let me introduce the other panelists. Dinesh Gundu Rao said what was going on was bad. He's an MLA of the Congress. But look at this, Dinesh. One more group of people. Now they are going to Russia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Egypt and Israel. It is not shocking, Dinesh. It has now become, and I'm sorry to have to say this, it has become fairly shameless.
Yeah.
It has become fairly shameless, hasn't it, Dinesh? This whole luxury holiday desperation.
I think, see, this is the most inopportune time to do this, I think, first of all. When the state is facing such critical conditions of drought and, so many problems concerning the farmers, our MLA is going on a trip which is more like a holiday. I think definitely puts us in a bad light, and I don't know why the Chief Minister or the Speaker have not cancelled this and have not allowed this.
No, what I'm sure...
What is making the government, to keep quiet?
You see, Dinesh, I'll tell you. What I find horrible about this is that you're saying one thing, you're doing another. You're saying to Times Now, oh, okay, you exposed this, we'll cancel this trip. And at the same time, you are approving another trip behind the back. So unless Times Now, they would have been thinking maybe Times Now will not expose this trip, so let's make merry. My third question is to Seshadri Chari, member of the National Executive of the BJP. A lot of BJP people in this merry-making trip, Seshadri Chari. This merry-making trip includes, let me see the new one. 1. Yogesh Bhatt. 2. S.V. Ramachandra. 2. Beluru Gopi Krishna. 3. Duryodhana Ayole. 4.
I'll tell you, there are
5, 6, 7.
I think there are
8,
about 6,
9,
8 BJP and
10.
6 Congress.
No. In the new one, there are 10 BJP.
Yeah, 8 BJP, 6 Congress, 2 JDU. If I am not mistaken.
And many of these people,
who is going and what?
Many of these people are from the most drought-affected areas.
See, the question is whether they are going now, whether they are going now is correct or whether they are going later is correct is not the issue. It's very valid that they should not be going on a junket right now, whatever reason it may be, even if it is for a very legitimate research organization, research activity. This is not the time to go. That is well taken. But what is more important is, I think there is a recent government order about bureaucrats. The Home Ministry has brought out an order for bureaucrats and their foreign travels. How they should go, where they should go, what they should do, they should submit a report, and so many other parameters have been decided. I think it is very high time we decide a parameter for MLAs, MPs, legislators, ministers, all categories of elected representatives. Because remember one thing, these elected representatives are going at the taxpayers' expense.
Of course.
It is our money which they are spending.
And I'll tell you one thing, sir.
We have a right to know whether they have spent their money on the right things.
Sir, this is not on the right thing. I'm sorry, I'm not being judgmental. In fact, I think I'm going to open up for phone calls. I have 10-15 minutes on this chat. I'm going to open up for phone calls. At least let's take a few callers in. So the phone number will flash on your screen right now. I'm going to mention the phone number. It's 022 2499 0596. Mumbai number 022 2499 0596. Call now. We want to hear your voice on this. Now let me continue. I want to go across to Mr. PGR Sindhya, former Home Minister, State Working President of the JDS. Let me see if there are any JDS stalwarts in this list. There is one person House Committee member who is on this list, and in his constituency the situation with drought is alarming. Are you going to stop this person? Are you going to stop this person? You're the state working president of the JDS.
No, we have advised them not to go. It is a shameless act which they are doing, and the state is reeling under a severe drought. It's very immoral on their part to go on this foreign trip.
Sir, but advice means nothing, you see. I'm sorry, advice means nothing.
No,
nothing. It means nothing.
No, these things, it's a question of moral.
No.
I agree.
It's not a question of morality.
We are not in a position to take disciplinary action on these legislators.
No, sir. Why don't you tell him, no, you are not going? You cannot fool the people of your state by saying that you are going to study. Now, let me tell you what kind of study they are doing. Tell me, sir, what kind of study do you do by going to a ski jump site? You go to an area where we're famous for skiing. Please tell me, maybe I'm ignorant, Mr. Scindia. How does it help the people of Karnataka?
No, in my experience as a minister, no, I will tell you, it is not going to help at all. It is not only the elected representatives, even some of the bureaucrats who have been going, it's not of any help
No,
at
but
all,
then why don't you stop them? Why don't you stop them? Are we so helpless? They can't stop them. And these people, the people who are already there, are not coming back. This is a slap in the face of the people of this country. Because you tell me one thing. Let's go across to Mr. KK Iyer, who's from the Professionals Party of India in Pune tonight. I'm waiting for your phone calls on the number which will soon flash on your screen. How does going to see the Great Pyramids of Giza and the defending Sphinx help the people of Karnataka? That's my question. Help the drought affected people, farmers of Karnataka. KK Iyer, what should be done?
Yes, thanks Mr. Goswami. I mean, as an average citizen, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry at the situation that we have in front of us. Here you have a political party who has no control over its members, and effectively what we now have is a jungle raj. A jungle raj where the big MPs and the big ministers feed off the large buffalo, and the smaller MLAs and the smaller corporators feed off the smaller pieces of meat. All we have is a jungle raj. The only difference between a jungle raj and running a nation here is that the jungle raj is something which is more self-sustaining, and it is designed to work that way. But a nation is not supposed to work this way. You don't have an infinite exchequer. You can keep bleeding it and keep bleeding it, and very soon we are already in the slippery slope of being a banana republic. What can be done about this? According to me, there are only two solutions available. In the short term, we need tremendous amount of activism. And this is where Times Now has to be complimented for bringing out issues like this. Because these are issues which people can relate to. These are issues which people can feel the pain and say, why, when 134 talukas are facing a drought situation, 134 out of 70 are facing a taluka situation, here you have MLAs going to ski resorts and whatnot. I think it's an absolutely ridiculous situation. So we need tremendous amount of activism. The second thing is that the only solution is that we need a total political paradigm change. The current set of politics and politicians are in a vegetative state. I'm sorry to say this. They are in a vegetative state. They are just sucking resources but are not being productive in any manner. And they are sucking up resources way disproportionate to the kind of output that they are producing, if at all they are producing any output. The only choice in front of us, we need to bring in a totally new set of people in. People who are competent, people who are educated, people who bring in professional competence, people who have
I agree with you. But my point is today, why are the politicians claiming to be helpless? I don't believe this helplessness. Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao, I don't believe this helplessness. And I have the first caller on the phone line tonight. And that caller, our first caller this evening is Dr. Vinod from Hyderabad. Dr. Vinod is calling in from Hyderabad. Go ahead, Dr. Vinod. This is clearly not a subject that concerns only the people of Karnataka. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I would like to really stress the point that we have actually stopped being humans. we are so selfish these days that we really have stopped being humans. Like recently, like in the Discovery Channel, I've seen a tiger which wouldn't feed on a small goat. This is just a small moral story to tell that that we have really stopped being humans and we are very selfish. And beyond that, I can't tell anything, and it's really so bad to tell that, like from deep inside my heart. I can't speak anymore. We ourselves think that we are going to be a superpower, we are going to do this, and we are failing at every level.
Let me tell you, Vinod, Dr. Vinod, thank you for your call. Our next caller is also coming in. I want to show how the people of India are being fooled.
But, Arnab,
1 minute. Let me just show this piece of paper, sir. This is how people fool, these politicians are fooling people. In this paper, they have made a plan for themselves, you see. So what they do is very smart. Every morning they say, we have a meeting among the members. Please look at their itinerary. 9 o'clock every morning, meeting among members, followed by city tour of Helsinki, visit to the market square, broad boulevards and domed Russian church and fur industry. I want to know today if there is any cruel joke in this country. It is that people from the drought affected parts of Karnataka say they are going to study the fur industry in Helsinki. Who are these people? They've made a joke of this country, haven't they? I mean, this is such a complete joke.